May we please rise for the Executive Mayor, Alderman Peter Texera, and for the Speaker of Council, Alderman Ellen McLachlan. Notice is hereby given that the 5th Ordinary Meeting of 2026 will be held on Thursday, 28 May 2026 at 1400 in the Council Chambers, First Floor Civic Centre, Mayerton. Agenda, opening and welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Chabalala. Welcome, everybody. It's good to see you all again. Welcome to this meeting. We're getting towards the end. I was just saying to the Mayor that after this one, there are only 4 council meetings left in this term. So, yes, we need to get the job done so we can go and do our political work. So with that, I'm going to say welcome. Let's get on with the business. Thank you, Mr. Chabalala.
Applications for leave of absence.
I have had applications from the ANC caucus and from the EFF caucus to be excused from today's meeting. The ANC caucus are attending the funeral of the late Councillor Mapala, and the EFF caucus have a political call out to the province, so they can't be with us today. And I've also had an apology from Council Alderman Corey Papers, who will join us shortly. He's just running a bit late. Can we accept the apologies? Thank you. Chabalala.
Official notices.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I ask that we stand for a minute's silence just to acknowledge Councillor Simon Mapala. He was the leader of the ANC in this council for several years, and I think he was a fine and upstanding man. All who knew him, I'm sure, would agree with that. So can we just observe a moment's silence for him? Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. Mr. Chabalala.
Proposals of condolence or congratulations by the Speaker.
Thank you. I've already mentioned Councillor Simon Mapala, and I'm sure there may be others who are going to do the same. So then I'll move on from there. Just 2 birthdays to mention today. Councillor Mariana Kriya had her birthday on the 10th of May, and the late Freddie Peters passed away on the, well, didn't pass away, but his birthday would have been tomorrow on the 29th of May. So we can wish him a posthumous happy birthday. And while I'm at it, I need to mention again financial declarations. There are still people who have not submitted them despite all my requests for it to happen. There are several of them still outstanding. We need to have them in by not later than 5 June 2026. So please, those who haven't done it, give it attention, please. We don't want to run foul of our legal obligations. Thank you so much. Ms. Chabalala.
Proposals of condolence or congratulations by other members.
Chief Whip.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'll start with the condolences from the DA, then also the DA caucus, to the family and friends of Councillor and MMC Mapala, also served in this council for numerous years. We only experienced him as a great gentleman, especially in this house. Then also to our previous mayor in Midvaal, Donnie McLean, who passed away. His funeral was last week and Wednesday. Also a great mayor and a great gentleman, and probably had great part in the golf course of this town where he frequented. Then I just want to say congratulations to the DA in Mfuleni for winning Ward 28 last night. It is a show of things to come in the next few months, and we're looking forward to this big fight. So congratulations and good luck. And then, Speaker, to you for your birthday that just passed on the 5th of May. You always say happy birthday to everybody except yourself. So to you, happy birthday. We hope you had a wonderful day and a wonderful month and year going ahead.
Yes. Councillor Molly King.
Thank you very
I know
much,
you have
Speaker.
an addition to your surname nowadays, so forgive me for not announcing it.
No problem. Thank you very much, Speaker, and good afternoon, colleagues. I would like to congratulate Orlando Pirates on winning the league title. We are very, very proud of the Buccaneers for their hard work, their discipline. They've really made us very proud as supporters, and we wish the team continued success for the future. I'd like to congratulate also the DA for winning Ward 28 in Mfuleni. This result reflects that residents really want change, Mayor, better governance, accountability, and improved service delivery for their community. So may this victory strengthen the commitment to putting residents first. I would also like to express my deepest condolences to all families and communities affected by gender-based violence and femicide. We stand in solidarity with the victims and call for stronger action, awareness, and community unity to end violence against women and children. My deepest condolences also goes to the Mapalla family. May his soul rest in peace. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor. Yes, I'll take Councillor Maimani.
Jaliwa Speaker. Speaker, I just want to send my condolences, my deepest condolences to the family of Emily Leo, who passed away last week, and she was a member of Dawn. May her soul rest in peace. A song, Hali Pirimile un Orenea Boroko. Amen.
Thank you, Councillor. Councillor Viljoen, and then I'll take Councillor Creer.
Thank you, Speaker. I don't want to congratulate the DA because that's the way we're going for the next few months. I've got condolences, unfortunately, in their absence. Condolences for the ANC because that's the way they're going to for the next 5 months. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. Councillor Creer.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I wish to put forward my condolences to the family of Emily Liu and Midvaal from Ward 10. She was our DA Ward branch chairperson, and Emily Liu is a long-standing member of the DA. And I also want to put forward my condolences to all the people who are dying in the queues in the hospitals waiting for treatment. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. Can we accept those condolences and congratulations, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you very much. Mr. Blanda.
Confirmation of minutes of previous meeting. Recommendation that the minutes of the 4th council meeting held on 30 April 2026 be approved.
You have the minutes. You've seen the minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Any comments, complaints, amendments? Are we in agreement? Can we pass the minutes? Thank you very much. Mr. Blanda.
Questions of which notice has been given? There are none. Motions or proposals deferred from previous meetings? There are none. The report of the Mayoral Committee.
Executive Mayor.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, greetings to you, Chief Whip Alderman Phil Pretorius, in absentia Alderman Miponi Modikeng, as well as in absentia Alderman Corey Papers, members of the Mayoral Committee, fellow councillors, Municipal Manager Mr. Pumutso Magodi, heads of departments, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Speaker, I wish to convey my condolences on the passing of one of Midvaal's first executive mayors, Alderman Danny McLean. Dani sadly passed away on the 10th of May 2026. He was a deeply respected and beloved resident of Glendonald. My sincerest condolences go to Danny Joan, as well as his family and friends. Dani will be remembered for serving Midvaal with dedication and pride, and for the lasting contribution he made to our municipality. Speaker, I also wish to convey my sincerest condolences to the family, friends, and loved ones of Democratic Alliance, Umhlathuze mayoral candidate and Deputy Mayor, Councillor Christo Botha. I came to know Councillor Botha when I became mayor, and he quickly became a valued colleague and friend who was always willing to offer support and encouragement for the work we do in Midvaal. He was a strong and dedicated leader, deeply committed to serving the people of Umhlathuze Richards Bay. We have truly lost an outstanding leader and a servant of the people. May his soul rest in peace. Speaker, my heartfelt condolences go out on the passing of Councillor Simon Mapalla. Councillor Mapalla was a dedicated public representative who served as a councillor in Midvaal for at least 3 terms. We will remember him for his selfless service and unwavering commitment. Our thoughts and prayers are with his family, friends, colleagues in the African National Congress, and all those whose lives he touched during this difficult time. May his soul rest in peace. Speaker, as we honor the lives and service of these dedicated public servants, we also carry the responsibility of building on their legacy by continuing to improve the lives of our residents and strengthen our communities. With that said, Midvaal has commenced construction of a 47 million rand substation to increase electricity capacity and improve electricity distribution. The project includes the construction of key infrastructure such as an 88 kV control room, 11 kV switching rooms, and an oil holding dam, all built to Eskom standards. It covers the full supply, installation, testing, commissioning, and handover of the facility, including all auxiliary equipment. In support of local economic development, 10 local SMMEs have been appointed, and at least 26 local jobs will be created before the end of construction, with accredited training provided to all of the workers. Mr. Speaker, this project reaffirms the municipality's commitment to strengthening infrastructure and ensuring reliable access to basic services for all communities. Speaker, we continue to invest in service delivery excellence to do better serve the people of Midvaal. As part of our ongoing efforts to strengthen operational capacity, we have recently expanded our municipal fleet. The fleet includes a range of specialized vehicles such as cherry pickers, bakkies, tipper trucks, a Bomac compactor, a vacuum truck, TLBs, and other essential machinery to support service delivery operations. This investment is not just about equipment, it is about improving turnaround times and ensuring reliable services for our communities. The people of Midvaal deserve nothing less than efficient, reliable service, and the expansion of our fleet strengthens our ability to consistently meet the standard. Speaker, Midvaal has completed the installation of over 100 streetlights in Savannah City. The project, which started in October 2025, was completed at a cost of just over 1 million rand. Over 100 households will now have improved lighting to ensure visibility at night and help deter criminal activity, often conducted under the cover of darkness. This project is a testament to the municipality's unwavering commitment to delivering excellent service delivery. Speaker, we recently completed the electrification of over 200 households in Strelo. The project, completed at a cost of 5.7 million rand, included the full electrical network consisting of MV lines, LV lines, pole top boxes, and household connections. At least 6 SMMEs were appointed to render services, including the MV-LV foundation excavations, house connections, as well as site security and site establishment. A total of 19 local community members, including a CLO, were employed. Mr. Speaker, Midvaal remains committed to enhancing the quality of life for our residents through reliable and sustainable service delivery. We will continue expanding electrification efforts to ensure that all communities have access to essential services. Speaker, on the 29th of April 2026, we officially launched the War on Potholes campaign, an initiative aimed at accelerating the repair and rehabilitation of our municipal road network. The campaign places a strong emphasis on accountability and oversight, with a dedicated roads war room established to monitor progress, coordinate responses, and ensure faster turnaround times. As part of this effort, the municipality has appointed an external contractor to support and strengthen the work of our internal roads teams in addressing the growing backlog of road repairs. In addition, substantial funding will be allocated towards fog spraying, overlays, resurfacing, and the upgrading of gravel roads to tarred roads, while also ensuring that our teams are properly equipped to carry out this important work. This is to improve responsiveness to residents as well, and we've also put together an email address that has been introduced for the reporting of potholes and road-related complaints. Dedicated personnel have also been assigned to escalate reported issues for swift action and resolution. Despite the scale of the challenge, our roads teams continue to work tirelessly across Midvaal, and we are proud to report an average pothole closure rate of 83% in the areas currently being attended to. Through these coordinated interventions, we aim to restore the Midvaal's road infrastructure to ensure reliable and safer roads for all of our residents. Mr. Speaker, I must indicate that we have received 17 million rand payment from the Department of Health on money that is owed to the municipality, which is around 21 million rand. And of that 21 million, they've managed to pay 17 million rand into our account. Mr. Speaker, a substantial portion of that fee or money will be used on roads, particularly also procuring a roads jet patcher for our roads, just to catch up with all of the potholes that we have in our area. Speaker, we also continue to roll out our Blitz Service Thursdays, visiting different areas across the municipality. This initiative brings all departments together to tackle service backlogs, respond directly to communities' needs, and strengthen visible, coordinated service delivery. We recently visited the communities of Kliprivier, Lakeside, Tedderfield, Walker's Fruit Farms, Bicelia, Jantine, and Riversdale. To further improve responsiveness, we have now concluded the call center to be on site so residents can log their concerns immediately for faster resolution. Mr. Speaker, we will continue to roll this program out to other parts of the municipality. Speaker, today we tabled the final Midvaal 2026-2027 Integrated Development Plan and the medium-term revenue and expenditure framework for the period of 2026-2027 to 2028 to 2029 financial years. In line with the Municipal Systems Act, our communities were consulted on their development needs and priorities. Through extensive public engagements across our municipality, residents were given the opportunity to make their voices heard. We listened to our people, and their concerns and priorities have helped shape the IDP document. This IDP will serve as a roadmap to guide development, improve service delivery, and build a better future for all residents of Midvaal. Speaker, we are also presenting the MTREF to Council as required by the Municipal Finance Management Act. This budget is more than numbers on paper. It is a practical plan to help us continue delivering services, maintaining infrastructure, and driving development in our communities. We are fully aware of the growing needs across Midvaal, and we also understand the financial pressures facing municipalities across the country. Despite these challenges, the administration remains committed to providing sustainable service delivery. Our budget reflects a caring government that is focused on improving the lives of residents while managing public funds responsibly. It seeks to ensure that resources are distributed fairly and where they are needed the most. This is a pro-poor budget which continues to provide support to vulnerable households. Especially at the same time, it is also a pro-growth and a pro-development budget demonstrated by the investments we are making in infrastructure, road maintenance, and service delivery projects that will support economic growth and create opportunity for all of our residents. In light of this, I call upon this Council to support and adopt both items before us today. Speaker, Midvaal has set a remarkable standard in service delivery, and it is our responsibility to uphold and strengthen this legacy. We must guard against complacency and remain proactive, innovative, and focused on solutions. As a former United States President Barack Obama once said, open quote, "The best way not to feel hopeless is to get up and do something," I close quote. This is the mindset we must adopt as we confront Midvaal's challenges. Let us get up and do something. Our residents expect excellence, and we must continue to deliver. Let us remain committed to serving with purpose and determination, ensuring that we maintain Midvaal's brand of excellent service delivery and good governance. I thank you.
Thank you, Executive Mayor. Welcome to Alderman Papers. Thank you for joining us. Ms. Jabalala, would you carry on, please?
Items of the Speaker. Item C3794, Consolidated Intergovernmental Relations Attendance Report, KPI 019, Quarter 3, 2025-2026. There are no speakers for this item.
Are we in agreement? Thank you. Please proceed.
Items of the Section 79 committees. Item C3795, Replacement of a member for the Section 79 Petitions Committee. There are no speakers for this item.
Are we agreed? Thank you.
Items of the Mayoral Committee, non-delegated matters. Item C3796, Final Midvaal 2026-2027 Integrated Development Plan Review, including Special Development Framework. Speakers for this item is from the Freedom Front Plus.
Councillor Brits.
Thanks a lot, Speaker. Speaker, I appreciate the Mayor's speech now, and it questioned the answer about all of the questions that they're going to ask. But on the IDP meetings, I just want to ask behalf of the residents, if they ask something on the IDP meetings, that we come back and what they ask for, and what they ask in a way we must do that. For instance, there's roads in Riversdale that 30, 40 years back, the people already asked it, I think in Donnie McLean's time, and it's not been yet. And they always ask about that same roads. As behalf of the residents, I want to ask that we listen to the community and on the IDP meetings what they need, because that's why they come to the IDP meetings. Thanks a lot, Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor. Executive Mayor.
Mr. Speaker, thank you so much. I think the Councillor Brits has captured it correctly. If Councillor Brits recalls, Councillor Viljoen will recall that the municipality invested in Riversdale. We did a whole lot of gravel to tar roads in Riversdale, and I think a substantial amount of the budget for roads was actually spent in Riversdale and Quickris. This is to address that exact need because Riversdale and Quickrus are growing areas, developing areas residentially, and there are still some of the roads which are still gravel that need to be tarred. So we do understand the urgent need, but it is dependent on the budget availability as well, because many of the other areas too have the same concern. And we look at our urban edge and the spatial development framework and see, which areas are developing quicker. That is why we did invest in Riversdale in terms of the roads. But I think that it does, to answer your other part of the question, it does feature, Councillor Brits, on the IDP as an annexure. So it's not that we have forgotten or we totally disregarded the request by the community for some of the roads to be tarred. It's just that there is no budget available currently to do all of the roads that the communities do request to do. But there is movement. If you look at some of the roads in the area you've specified, we have done at least 4 to 5 roads. Actually, 7, the councillor is showing me now. 7 roads that have been done. So there is more of a need, I agree with you, but it is also dependent on the budget availability. We'll do our best to ensure that we can do those roads as requested, at the time that they need it. Unfortunately, Councillor Brits, there are also other 14 wards who are saying the same thing, who are saying, give us more roads, give us more roads. But it is on the IDP document, you can be rest assured. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Executive Mayor. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll notice that this item is for the IDP and the SDF and all the attachments thereto. So by passing this, we are passing everything in final form. Are we in agreement? Thank you very much. Ms. Chabalala.
Item C3797, Medium-Term Revenue and Expenditure Framework 2026-2027 to 2028-2029 as required by Section 24 of the MFMA. Speakers for this item is from the TYM.
Councillor Yanni. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, are we then passing the item? Thank you very much. Ms. Chabalala.
Item C37...
Sorry, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I please request that the MMC for Finance deliver the budget?
Yes, of course.
Just before we officially adopt it as council.
Oh, certainly.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
My apologies to the MMC, ma'am. Yes.
That's fine. Thanks. Mr. Speaker, Executive Mayor, fellow MMCs, councillors, your HODs and officials of Midvaal, representatives of COGTA and Provincial Treasury that might be listening, and members of the public. Good day, goeiedag, Dumelang. I stand before you today to present our final 2026-2027 MTREF, comprising of a 3-year plan of 2026-2027 to 2028-2029. Mr. Speaker, you will note that our journey began in August 2025, where we tabled the IDP and budget process plan as required in terms of Section 21 of the MFMA Act number 56 of 2003. In March this year, we tabled the draft budget in terms of Section 16 of the same MFMA Act. Section 23 then required the municipality to conduct public participation meetings where we engage our communities on our proposed budget. This was conducted where we engaged our communities on our proposed budget. This was conducted during the month of April across the 15 wards of Midvaal. And the budget was available for written public comment until the 8th of May 2026. The public engagements were attended by some community members. I, however, urge our residents, businesses and stakeholders to participate in our engagements. Your voices matter, and your input helps us refine the services we deliver, as it assists us to understand the challenges facing our communities. Speaker, our budget meetings were not very well attended. A responsive government functions on the active involvement of its people. Public participation is not a formality, it is an absolute necessity. A total of 12 comments were received, of which 2 were not budget related. All comments were responded to by the people that submitted them, Speaker. The budget process is not merely an administrative exercise. It is our commitment to build a safer, more prosperous and dignified future for all. Mr. Speaker, we have been very conservative in our tariff increases. National Treasury, in their guidelines, have advised municipalities to set tariffs that are cost reflective. In a recent cost of supply study conducted by NARSA, it was found that we would be required to pass an increase of 21.9% on our electricity sales to align the existing tariffs to cost reflective levels. For other trading services, the calculation of cost reflective tariffs is above 20%. The costs of providing services are further exacerbated by the increase in the fuel levy and the price of fuel that we import at, which will certainly have a huge impact on our operational costs for the rest of the financial year. Mr. Speaker, we understand that these increases would be unaffordable to our residents and businesses who are already hard hit by many negative economic issues facing our country. It is for this reason, Mr. Speaker, that we left the tariffs as proposed by this Council in the meeting in March to give some relief to our residences and businesses. The revenue budget for the year is 2.240 billion. It's the highest that Midvaal's budget has been. This is an increase of 6.57% on the current year's budgeted revenue. The tariff increases are 6.5% for assessment rates, 10% for water, which is the increase from Rainwater Board, 7.5% for refuse collection, 6.5% for sanitation, and 10% for electricity. Our expenditure budget for the year is 2,222 million rands. This is an increase of 6.29% on the current year's budgeted expenditure. The major cost driver on the expenditure side has been the proposed increased tariff from Eskom, which stands at 9.01%. The salary budget accounts for 23% of expenditure, with a 5.5% provision for an increase. Repairs and maintenance as a percentage of total expenditure stands at 10.72% and is well within the prescribed 8% of the property, plant and equipment. Our capital budget for 26-27 stands at 170.4 million. Capital grants will account for 50% of the total capital expenditure. Fleet of 23.1 million is budgeted with funding from installment sale agreements. We are presenting this financial roadmap during challenging economic times. Despite constraints such as rising operating costs and historical debt, our strategy focuses on building resilient, sustainable public finances. Mr. Speaker, every rand we spend is directed towards the essential needs expressed by our communities during our public participation engagements. This year, our focus is anchored in three vital areas. First of all is our aged bulk water pipe replacement. As you know, Mr. Speaker, many of our water pipelines are still asbestos in Midvaal. We have therefore continued on a project to replace these. We are pleased to announce that our budget allocation from WISIC has increased. It now stands at 91 million, which has been allocated over the 2026-2027 MTREF to replace old asbestos pipes in Didio, Quickrus, Maidstone Section 4, and then to do valve refurbishment in Randval and Pendale. This is in an effort to reduce our water losses and improve revenue generation. 44 million has been allocated to replace water meters. The second section is our roads infrastructure. Our roads not only play a critical role for residents to move around safely, but they are also critical in growing the local economy. The Executive Mayor has successfully launched the War on Potholes campaign in order to keep crumbling tar and road services on track. 15 million has been allocated for this cause. This is an ongoing commitment that seeks to catch up on a backlog we have on improving our roads for the better life of our citizens. Another 41 million is allocated in the 26-27 financial year to continue with rehabilitation of our roads, with an additional 15 million using grant funding for gravel to surface roads from wards 4, 5 and 11. The third leg is our safety and security. In line with our commitment to do our bit as Midvaal to ensure the safety of our residents, CCTV cameras are being rolled out on the western and northern regions, whilst a significant portion of the budget is being used to maintain the existing cameras in Midvaal. All these investments reaffirm that the promise to invest in the safety and security of all Midvaal's people was not an empty one, as it has found expression in the budget process, the strategic framework, and the key performance outputs of the municipality. Midvaal remains committed to building safer communities, and we will continue to invest in tools, partnerships, and infrastructure needed to protect our residents. Mr. Speaker, it gives me great pleasure to recommend to Council for the approval of the MTREF for 2026-2027 to 2028-2029 financial period as required by Section 24 of the MFMA Act. We are presenting this financial roadmap during challenging economic times. Despite constraints such as rising operating costs and historical debt, our budget focuses on building resilient, sustainable public finances. Our budget is credible, it's funded, as confirmed by Provincial Treasury a couple of weeks ago, in their tabled budget assessment as an annexure to the budget document. Let me conclude by thanking the community of Midvaal for paying their municipal accounts on time, thus allowing the municipality to continue rendering high-quality services to our residents. We are implementing strict, fair revenue collection methods while protecting our pensioners and vulnerable households through targeted property rate rebates. For those who qualify as indigents, my appeal to you is to please come forward and register. And for those who are just above the threshold for indigents, we are able to give rebates of 25% and 50% on property rates. We also, as a once-off relief, write off all outstanding debt upon approval as a poor household. Farmers affected by the foot and mouth disease are also encouraged to apply for the property rates rebates. Midvaal is a caring and compassionate institution, and this action reinforces our commitment to supporting our residents. Dan Ramsey, a finance expert and author, quoted in our open quote, "A budget is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went," and I close quote. Mr. Speaker, this budget is a blueprint for action, not just words. It reflects a shared vision for a better, more equitable municipality. I thank the Executive Mayor, our MMCs, our councillors, the municipal manager, his heads of departments, and our dedicated municipal staff for their tireless efforts in crafting this funded and sustainable budget. Let us work together with accountability, shared vision and purpose. I hereby table the 2026-2027 MTREF budget for approval by Council.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who might not know, there are very few municipalities in this country that manage to pass funded budgets. It's quite a trick. And I think for us to do so on a regular basis, year after year, is something to be proud of. You should all be proud of yourselves that you're part of a municipality that succeeds with this year after year. It is a rare event in our country. You give yourselves another round of applause. That said, ladies and gentlemen, do we pass the budget? Thank you very much.
Item C, 3798, Organizational Risk Register Progress Report, Quarter 3 of the 2025-2026 financial year. There are no speakers for this item.
Oh, do we have consensus? Thank you.
Item C, 3799, Local Government Ethical Leadership Initiative. There are no speakers for this item.
Do we agree? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Item C 3800, payment of performance bonus applicable to Section 55 and 56 appointees in terms of the Local Government Municipal Systems Act, Act 32 of 2000 for the period 1 July 2024 to 30 June 2025. There are no speakers for this item.
Do we pass the item? Thank you.
Item C 3801, report on deviations from the supply chain management policy as required by the Municipal Supply Chain Management Regulations, month of April 2026. There are no speakers for this item.
Do we agree? Thank you.
Item C 3802, report on financial results for the month of April 2026 as required by Section 71 of the Municipal Finance Management Act. Speakers for this item is from the Freedom Front Plus.
Councillor Brits.
Thanks a lot, Speaker. Speaker, on this item, I want to talk about the losses of water in our areas. If water is lost, it's money that is lost because you can't use that water again. It's drinking water that we lost. And with the winter that's coming up, the pipes are bursting and we're gonna lose money and water. But I will ask the community and the councillors to report it as soon as possible that we can save money on our water. On places like Orange Farm where I come, there's lots of water flowing down the roads, and well, the contractors was working and our water team, lots of water was lost there as well. But I must say thanks to MMC regional. As soon as we report it, they come and fix it, and that's how we can save money in our municipality. Thanks a lot, Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor. Any reply? Finance, engineering?
No, thanks, Speaker. I just want to actually thank the water team. They, on a regular basis, get applauded for acting within an hour. We heard it at the IGR again. It takes them an hour to get to site to start treating these the water, the burst pipes. Unfortunately, as you heard MMC Pat saying, that the municipality does sit with old piping systems, which is still asbestos. I know the mayor regularly raised it. Just to say, the mayor fought for budget. He's adamant that Midvaal spends the budget before the pipe repair budget before December in a financial year. And because of the mayor, we actually got 30 million rand extra for pipe repair. We regularly raise it at IGRs. So unfortunately, I think everybody in this room can truthfully say that with more money, we can do more. It's proven, Midvaal proves it every year. Yes, Councillor, we are definitely doing our part. For now, on the operational side, we are committed to dealing with these pipe bursts within an hour, and then long term to replace these asbestos pipes and age-old infrastructure. Thank you.
Thank you, MMC. Mayor, are you wanting to address it? Fine. Can we pass the item, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you very much.
Item C 3803, number of job opportunities created through the Midvaal Local Municipalities LED initiatives during the 2025-2026 financial year quarter 3 report. There are no speakers for this item.
Are we in agreement? Agreed. Thank you.
Item C 3804 has been withdrawn. Next item, item C 3805, approval of the Midvaal Local Municipal Events Policy. There are no speakers for this item.
Do we agree with the item? Agreed. Thank you very much.
Item C 3806, request to condone the appointment of the elected chairperson of the Audit Performance Integrity and Risk Management Committee for Midvaal Local Municipality. There are no speakers for this item.
Do we have consensus? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Item C 3807, appointment of the Financial Disciplinary Board as required by the Municipal Regulations on Financial Misconduct Procedures and Criminal Procedures 2014. A replacement page has been circulated for page 192. Speakers for this item is from the Freedom Front Plus.
Before you speak, Alderman Papers, I just want to say a replacement page has been circulated, but the MMC will also just address us. There's a further amendment to the replacement page. As soon as he's done, I'll ask for your comments. Thank you. MMC?
All right. Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, on the replacement page, there's a further addition that we made just to clarify the item. So you'll see on page 192, point number 4 at the bottom, we just wanted to add a further clarification to say on the panel. Speaker, I think I'll take any questions and then clarify if there's still questions. Thank you.
Thank you, MMC. Order on papers?
Speaker, thank you. I only wanted to know, why are we doing appointing this financial board now? Weren't we supposed to do this long time ago? So it's only now that we need it. Thanks, Speaker.
MMC?
Thank you, Speaker. My apologies, I did not get the question. I was just clarifying a correction that we need to make on the previous item.
Alderman Papers wanted to know why it is that we are only making the appointment now. He's of the opinion it should have been done quite some time back.
As far as I know, the FDB has been in place for quite some time and they sit on a regular basis, Speaker. And as and when there's a vacancy, we always try to fill it as speedily as possible. So I'm hoping I responded. Thank you, Speaker.
Mayor?
Speaker, I think rather the question is quite disappointing from Alderman Papers, and I'm going to tell you why. Alderman Papers, as far as I know, sits part of MPAC. So you would have seen members of the FDB there. So if that's not happening, it makes me concerned. I become very, very concerned. So FDB's always been in place. You are a member of MPAC, you should know that FDB is there. So I don't know, unless there's a terrible misunderstanding in regards to the item. But I think that, yes, FDB is in place. And this report, I think the comments, they don't make sense, rather. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Are you covered, Alderman? Thank you, Alderman Papers. Can we pass the item, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you very much.
Items of the Mayoral Committee delegated
Speaker?
Yes, MMC.
All right, Speaker, I wanted to make a correction on an item that we already approved, which is the 9A7 on the performance, payment of performance bonuses.
Okay.
So you'll see on recommendation 2, it refers to section 55 and 56. So the correction is that it's supposed to read 57 and 56.
Just repeat that again.
On page 40, which is item 9A7 on performance bonuses payments, recommendation 2, it's a correction that I'm making. So there is a reference to section 55 and 56 appointees. It's supposed to read section 57 and 56. So it's not section 55 and 56. It's 57 and 56. So that's a correction. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, MMC. Right, sorry, Mr. Jamlari, can you carry on?
Items of the Mayoral Committee delegated matters to be noted. Official notices of the Executive Mayor.
Mr. Speaker, I would just like to indicate that we are in election season and we're all aware of the election date is on the 4th of November 2026. But I want to strongly discourage any politicking in terms of the work that we do, especially from some of the political parties that serve part of council. Mr. Speaker, we are an accountable government, and as the executive and as the Democratic Alliance, we are always willing to account to opposition. But I think when questions do arise for accountability, let it be done in good faith. Mr. Speaker, I talk particularly to the Freedom Front Plus, especially in regards to your email. If there is information that you request, I don't see why it is necessary that the Freedom Front Plus must copy people in Cape Town, people from the DA, from other provinces. often enough, Mr. Speaker, it confuses me because I don't know who to respond to or who must respond. So if it is information required or requested by the Freedom Front Plus, please write to the Speaker, myself, the MM, or any relevant MMC, and let us provide you with the information that you require. I honestly do not see the point of people that are in Cape Town and all over the world being copied into email addresses. So I just think that let's try to limit it. It's okay. I understand you want your political leaders to see that you are working and that you are doing your work and you are holding us accountable. But it does, however, confuse us because I'm not sure who is meant to respond to some of the questions that you are asking on email. So please, if it can be limited, if it can be clear, should we answer, should I answer, should the Speaker answer, or who should respond to some of the questions that you are raising. Mr. Speaker, we are a transparent municipality. We are always willing to give you whatever you require. Information that you require, we're willing to give you that, but I don't see the need of copying hundreds and hundreds of people that are copied into email because it does cause confusion because we end up not knowing who exactly must respond to the emails. So, Mr. Speaker, I think that is the first one. The second one, Mr. Speaker, is to say to Council on the 16th of June, we will be celebrating Youth Month. Please put aside the date where we will be celebrating with our young people by having an event in Lakeside, multi-purpose sports center, where there'll be a whole lot of sporting activities that everybody can go out and enjoy. I want to invite each and every member of this council to diarize that date, prioritize it, and make sure that you are there so that you can firstly have a look firsthand, see our state-of-the-art sports facility, Councillor Brits, Councillor Alderman Papers. I would like you to be there in Lakeside so you can see this beautiful multi-purpose sports center in the heart of our township in Midvaal, where we'll have hundreds and hundreds of young people from across the municipality who will be there on that day to celebrate the Youth Day, Youth Month in different sporting activities. So, Mr. Speaker, I'm saying this well in time so that everybody can diarize that date. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Executive Mayor. All right, Alderman.
Mr. Speaker, yes, I know what I've been doing. I will now maybe get the answers because in all our Section 80s and 79 committees, I've been asking these questions all the time. I've been on the case with Impact, with the legal department. They don't even bother to give me answers. I haven't got anything. If anybody can give me an answer on what I've said, I'll be happy. But maybe now I'm going to get it because I'm going to be on your case all the time because I need that answers in that financial report now. There's no savings. And if we just get that one offer sorted, we're going to have millions of rands that we can save there instead of just lying there. So that, to me, is my problem. So if I send it there, I'm not fighting. I want answers, and the indigency, how many people can get off that thing now? And we just leave that. It's a lot of money. Thanks, Speaker. Thanks, Mayor.
Do you want to address it, Mayor?
Yes, Alderman Papers, like I said, it's if you say you're not getting answers on Section 80, so my MMC sit on Section 80. There's a chairperson for Section 79, all these committees. So I will call on record to the MMCs to please respond to Alderman Papers' questions so that we do not have to have these consistent emails on things that could have been resolved or responded to at those committees. The Section 79 chairperson is unfortunately not present here today, but I think the impact or those that I take it you're referring to MPAC, those that sit here part of MPAC, if we can please just ensure that Alderman Corey Papers is responded to. And also, I think within the administration, the municipal manager's office, if we can just ensure that we do respond to the emails, because I think this is where the frustration, if I understand Alderman Papers, it comes from exactly that. If he's not receiving any response from anybody, this is why then he further escalates and copies everyone. That confuses all of us. So Alderman Papers, we will definitely ensure, I am putting it on record here, to say that the relevant officials, relevant departments must respond to your request, because you have the right to request certain information and be given that information for your scrutiny. So we will just tighten up on that and just make sure that it is received. And this goes for all of the opposition political parties, whether it is the Transformative Yes movement or the ANC or anybody who does require any information for transparency. This information must be made available and responded to. Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Executive Mayor. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I just have one announcement to make before closing, and that is that there is a non-financial policy workshop for all councillors on the 19th of June from 10 until 3 in the afternoon. So please, if all of you try and make yourselves available for that, the 19th of June from 10 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon. I imagine it's going to be in the town hall, but I haven't had confirmation of that yet. It may be either in here or in the town hall, but we will communicate the venue to you in due course. Thank you. Please take note of that. Ms. Chabalala.
New motions, there are none. Last item, closure.
Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of this ordinary meeting of council. I'm glad you're amused by that, Councillor. I'm sure everybody's happy to hear it. Go well, God bless, take care, and see you next time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.